Let me start with this bit of truth. You were never meant to move your body just to take up less space. I know that might sound radical, especially in a world that's constantly telling us we need to be smaller and leaner and more compact. But hear me out on this one. Today, we're completely flipping the script on why we move our bodies. Because for far too long, movement has been marketed as punishment, a chore, a desperate response to a mirror or a number on a scale. But what if movement could be something entirely different? What if we could be celebratory with it? What if it could be a way to feel powerful and present and strong in our own skin? I want to talk about how to reclaim movement, not to shrink who you are, but to help you rise into who you're becoming. Now, years ago, I realized something that changed everything for me about how I approached my body and movement. Every single time I moved my body, it was coming from a place of fixing something wrong, of shrinking something that's too big, or guilt about what I had eaten or how I spent my time. I worked out to make up for what I ate the night before. I pushed through intense workouts to try to outrun stress or anxiety or overwhelm that seemed to follow me everywhere. I picked up weights because I thought I had to, not because I wanted to feel powerful in my own skin, but because I wanted to control something, anything in a life that felt completely chaotic and out of my hands. My relationship with movement was built on shame and not strength. It was built on punishment and not power. And the idea that my body was something that needed to be fixed or controlled and minimized rather than celebrated and cared for did me in. It made me take about 20 years where I never exercised at all, because exercise from my youth was punishment. It wasn't fun. I wasn't doing it to feel better. I was doing it to punish myself. So it took about a 20-year break. And something along the way started to shift, not all at once. Now, I'm not going to pretend this was some sort of overnight transformation or dramatic clarity. I still have days when that old pattern creeps in of like, oh, you ate so much yesterday. Let's exercise more tomorrow. And that totally isn't healthy. But gradually and slowly, intentionally, I started to ask myself a completely different question. And it's not, how do I want to look when this is all over? Not, I need to lose weight. Not, how can I make myself smaller? But how do I want to feel in my body right now today? How do I want to move through the world? What would it be like to feel strong and capable and at home in my own skin? And that single shift in perspective, that's where everything started to change for me. Because when you stop moving to punish yourself and start moving to empower yourself, everything opens up. Your whole relationship with movement and your body transforms in a really beautiful way. You stop looking at your body as a problem that needs fixing and start seeing it as a partner that deserves honoring and respect and care. You stop chasing an arbitrary number on a scale that fluctuates based on factors completely outside of your control. I mean, I can just look at a glass of water and my weight would go up by 5 pounds, right? I don't even bother weighing myself anymore. It's ridiculous. But you stop chasing a number and start chasing actual strength and real energy and genuine vitality and the confidence that comes from knowing your body can do amazing things. Your body's probably done 50 amazing things already. For me, it helped me stop exercising out of guilt and then stop ignoring movement altogether because it just didn't seem fun. And it helped me start moving out of love and celebration of what my body can do. And if any of that resonates with you, I think this is definitely a message for you. So let's talk about what this looks like practically, because mindset shifts are beautiful, but they also need to translate into real, tangible changes into how we live. So number one, I want you to work on choosing strength over shame every single time. Movement doesn't have to be extreme to be effective. It doesn't have to be Instagram worthy to be worthwhile. It doesn't have to look like what fitness influencers are selling to count as real exercise. A walk around your neighborhood counts. Stretching on your living room floor counts. Dancing in your kitchen while dinner cooks is absolutely amazing and it counts. Gardening counts. Playing with your kids counts. Taking the stairs counts. The key is choosing movement that makes you feel alive and not ashamed. Movement that energizes you instead of depleting you. Movement that feels like a gift to your body, not punishment. Here's a question you can ask yourself. What's the kind of movement I actually can't wait to do again? What makes me feel good in my body instead of guilty about my body? And what brings me joy instead of dread? That's the movement to start with. That's your entry point into a healthier relationship with your own strength. Number 2, I want you to completely reframe your goal. Don't move to shrink your body down to some idealized size that society has told you is acceptable. I want you to move to expand your capacity for life and for joy and for strength and for confidence. I want you to move so you can lift groceries with ease when you're 70, so you can hike with your kids or grandkids without getting winded. For me, I move so, oh, Lord, when you bring me granddaughters, I get to take them all to Disney and I get to ride everything with them. Move so you can carry luggage without throwing out your back, so you can dance at weddings and feel confident and joyful in your own skin, so you can feel grounded and centered on the hard days when everything else feels shaky and uncertain. Movement is not a punishment for what you ate yesterday or last weekend. It's preparation for the full, vibrant life you want to live today and tomorrow and 40 years from now. Number 3, I want you to fuel your body like you actually love yourself. Seriously. And it's not just about movement, by the way. It's also about nourishment, about how you feed this incredible body that carries you through your days, that houses your heart and your dreams and your spirit. You don't have to go on an extreme cleanse. Please don't. You don't have to follow rigid, punishing rules that make you miserable and obsessed with food. Please don't. You don't have to cut out entire food groups or count every calorie or live in fear of carbs. Just start asking yourself, what would it look like to eat like I genuinely respect myself? Like I care about how I feel? Like I want to have energy for the things that matter to me? I want you to add before you subtract. Add more water throughout your day because hydration affects everything: your energy, your skin, your mood, your ability to think clearly. And I want you to definitely add more protein that keeps you steady and satisfied. Experts say, especially in midlife and beyond, women need 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's a lot of protein. So add more foods that make you feel clear and calm and energized instead of sluggish and guilty. This isn't about perfection. This is about treating yourself like someone that you care about. Number 4, I want you to make strength your new metric instead of size. Instead of chasing a specific weight or gene size that may not even be realistic for your body type or your age or your genetics or your life circumstances, I want you to start tracking how you actually feel in your body. Are you sleeping more deeply at night? Do you have more energy to show up for people and activities that really matter to you? Can you play with kids or grandkids longer without getting exhausted? Do you feel more confident in your own skin? These are the things that I want you to think about. These are the things that I want you to use as your metrics. That's progress. That's real, meaningful proof that what you're doing is working for your body and for your life. The number on the scale is going to fluctuate based on 100 different things: hormones, water retention, time of day, what you ate yesterday, how much salt you've had, if you're stressed, where you are in your cycle, all these things. But how you feel in your body, that's a much more reliable indicator of your actual health and your strength. Okay, number 5, I want you to write a new identity statement, and I want you to say it out loud. You could try this one. I move to get strong, not to shrink. Or, I'm building a body I love to live in, not a body I'm trying to escape from. Or here's a third. I'm choosing movement that makes me feel powerful, not punished. Whatever it is, I want you to find the words that resonate with you, that feel true to who you're becoming, and start speaking them over yourself. Because as we speak identity statements over ourselves, it rewires our brain. We're transforming our mind. We're transforming our lives. Because the stories we tell ourselves about our bodies and our worth matter more than we realize. Now, last one, number 6. I want you to connect movement to something bigger than appearance. Here's something that I've learned. When your motivation for movement is connected to something deeper than how you look, you're much more likely to stick with it long term. Maybe you move because you want to model healthy habits for your children or grandchildren. Maybe you move because it helps you process stress and anxiety in a healthy way. Maybe you move because it's become a form of prayer or meditation for you, a way to connect with God and with your own body. Like I said, I love to go on walks and just pray on my walks. And I love it. It's so good for my body. It's good for my mind. It's good for my spirit. Maybe you move because it makes you feel capable and strong in other areas of life too. When you know you can do hard things in the gym, or for me, the gym in my garage, or on a walk, you start believing you can do hard things everywhere too. And I want you to give yourself permission to start small and build slowly. You don't have to completely overhaul your entire life in a week. You don't have to commit to working out 2 hours a day or training for a marathon. I don't know how anyone trains for a marathon. I don't want to run anywhere but behind an ice cream truck. I want you to start with 10 minutes. Start with a walk around the block. Start with stretching before bed. That's really, really good for you. Or dancing to one song in your kitchen. Start with something so small, it almost feels silly to not do it, okay? Consistency matters more than intensity. Showing up regularly for small movements will serve you better than burning yourself out with huge workouts you can't sustain. And I want you to rest. Rest is a really important part of strength. It might be the most important point of all. Rest is not the opposite of strength. Rest is part of strength. Your body needs time to repair and recover and restore itself. So take days off. It's not lazy. It is wisdom. God designed our bodies to need rest. Even He rested on the seventh day. There's no shame in honoring your body's need for recovery. So this week, here's your challenge, and it's really, really simple. I want you to pick one form of movement that helps you feel strong in your own skin. Just one. Again, we're not going for life overhaul here. And when you do it, I want you to do it from a place of power, not pressure. From a place of love, not guilt. From a place of celebration, not punishment. I want you to move like someone who believes her body is worthy of care. Move like someone who knows that strength comes in many forms. Move like someone who understands that taking up space, both physically and metaphorically, is not something to apologize for. You don't have to become someone completely different. I don't want you to. You're great. You don't have to transform into some fitness influencer or athletic superstar. Just become someone who moves like she loves herself. Someone who treats her body like it's valuable. Someone who chooses strength over shame every single time. And that's enough. That's powerful. That's where real lasting strength begins, not just in your muscles, but in your mind and your heart and your relationship with the amazing body that carries you through this beautiful life that you have. You are strong, you are capable, and you're worth moving for. Okay, continuing with the Get Strong theme of this episode, I want to talk to you about my favorite thing, fabric resistance bands. I have a couple here. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you for watching on YouTube. You can see them. I have the green one that's light and a light purple one that's medium. I like the fabric ones because the elastic ones that you can buy, they tend to kind of roll up and don't stay in the right place. I'm a big fabric resistance band girl, so I use mine almost every day. Maybe lying on my back, doing core work or leg lifts. I wrap it around my thighs and do side steps up and down my driveway like a woman on a mission. I may look ridiculous to the neighbors, but they're probably used to it. It fires up the glutes and hips and outer thighs, exactly the muscles that we need to stay strong and mobile and stable as we're aging, honestly. I don't want to be a woman falling down when I'm 60 and breaking a hip. Here's why it matters. Strong glutes support your lower back, and that will prevent injury. It makes everything from walking to squatting a lot easier. Plus, this kind of resistance training is amazing for bone health, which is especially important for women in midlife and beyond. I have shared on here, I do have osteopenia. I found out on a DEXA scan. I found out at age 48. Now, there's no reason for me to have osteopenia. I mean, it's crazy. If you saw my episode with Dr. Vonda Wright recently, we talk about it. I think a lot of women may have it and not know. And unless we catch it and we take steps to reverse it, it puts us in osteoporosis, in our 50s and 60s, which is crazy. So I just wanted to mention that to you. This stuff is really important, but exercising with bands is super easy, very simple to do. You don't need fancy equipment or an hour at the gym. You just literally need one of these loop bands and a few minutes and the willingness to shuffle like a crab in your driveway. It really works. And thank you for being here. This has been so fun for me. Thank you for just letting me share my stories and what I'm learning and give you a really strong challenge that will help you show up in life. I built Uplift, the Uplift app, to take care of you internally. I think it's really important that we take care of ourselves externally too. So thank you for being willing to learn. Thank you for being part of this crazy journey for me of getting healthy and helping myself feel great again. So thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up for your growth and your faith and your future. This matters, not just for you, but for everyone around you. I do believe in the calling on your life. I believe in the dreams that God has placed in your heart, and I know you're a difference maker. I want you to hear me say that you are stronger than you think, you're braver than you feel, and you are absolutely not alone. With God, you have everything you need. So keep stepping up, keep showing up and loving well because you know the truth. You cannot break a woman who gets her strength from God. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, I think we're good. Mm. Hey there, I'm Allie Worthing. I'm gonna get this. Here goes. Let me start with this bit of truth. You were never, I'm gonna get it together, I promise. Bless my heart.